Hello again. This is a
Hello.
supplemental episode. Hi Thomas, how's it going?
Actually, pretty good, yeah. And yourself?
I'm doing okay. We just beat A Marriage Made in Heaven, and we said in that we wanted to just go check out the back room and see if there was anything there that. You can't get me twice. Just gonna overwrite that save down there. We wanted to check out the back room that we didn't check out the first time, to see if there was anything in there. I don't think there was, because when it did the thing at the end of the case, it said we got all the clues. But it did say that if we had gone back to the bar, we would have seen what he was prepared to do. So I'm wondering, you said you were just off camera. You were pulling up the case to see if there were any different endings. Is there anything crazy in there? Like, could we have saved anybody?
Yes, absolutely. There are possible endings in which Lorna lives, for example.
I kind of regret not getting that one. She probably would have gone to jail still for insurance fraud and also murder. But it's a real bummer that everything turned out the way that it did.
Here's something interesting. I've actually, I'm looking through this case wiki thing for the case we've done, and it's not just that Lorna could have lived. All three of Lorna, Leroy, and William Shelton can live or die at the end of that case, depending on how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not aware that, like, Shelton didn't really seem like he would be able to, like... He kind of dropped out of relevance after the first part.
Apparently, if you don't do very well in the car chase, Shelton will, like, fuck up and accidentally kill himself with his car. Like, he will just crash into something and then he's dead, and you're like, oh fuck. Well, I mean, we got the killer, right?
Yeah.
Leroy, on the other hand, if you focus in on stuff such that you do hella investigate the bar, but don't get as suspicious of Lorna, you can basically head directly to go towards, like, arresting him. In which case, I think Lorna might get away with it, but Leroy might live. Looks like there's a number of possibilities.
Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. Does finding the knife early or late affect it, one way or the other?
Yes, what we got was pretty much the you found the knife immediately ending.
Okay.
And then investigated everything else.
Well, we're just going to beeline into the back of the cafe here then.
Yep,
Because, like I said, I think we got everything. I wonder if she comes up later. This actress trying to get into Hollywood.
I don't know, she's kind of an archetype, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be people who like her.
I tried to run past the cop, but he didn't let me.
Yeah, it's a pity we can't skip these pre-scene conversations.
You can't skip. Yeah, sorry, you can't skip any cutscenes in this game, which is a real pain in my ass. Only
the
for
whole thing
replays,
is,
though.
They go hard on their emotions stuff.
Yeah.
You
know, when it works, it works.
Yeah.
No,
it's when trying to treat it more like a video game, which we're trying to do because we're turning it into, we're time shifting, space shifting, altering the form of this medium. It is inconvenient for us.
Yes. Also, I will point out, we totally missed it the first time. She is actually from Kansas. He just said so when he was talking about who she was.
Oh, wow. Well, she sounded like it.
Okay, we in the back.
Yeah. Aha, I thought I saw something here, yeah.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest.
Phelps, I don't know who you're talking to at this point, but...
That's interesting. You saw that locked room that we couldn't get into?
Yeah, I think that's probably where they play poker, because this doesn't seem like a very good place to play poker.
Yeah, so looking at the wiki thing here, apparently you only get like that special stuff and get to see in there and so on if you go back to the bar, e.g. only if you don't find the knife and thus have to make a second bar visit.
That is
so you'd have to basically replay the whole thing at this point, because you have to get to like post the coroner's all, hey, he was stabbed, and then you can be all either, hey, yes, I know, here's the knife, in which case the coroner's like, great, or you can be very surprised. Yeah.
Okay, well...
The more you know.
That's a pretty cool way of handling things. Like I said, I do wish that they hadn't all died. Although I guess there was probably never really like a good ending for anybody, given the murder of the husband, and then both of their being complicit in said murder.
Yeah, it was a seriously unpleasant situation, basically.
It was an unpleasant situation in which case everybody died, including Cole Phelps by the hand of Cole Phelps, which
I mean, at the time he had just killed one hostage and was about to kill another.
Yes, and I did stop him from killing that hostage, which, good. Maybe if I had shot him earlier, he wouldn't have taken the hostage in the first place, but, you know, I guess that's something to keep in mind for future action sequences. Hey, what's this stuff back
I
here?
think
Shined. It's
I
an
think
empty
that
Coke
was
bottle.
kind of, I think the game was like deliberately setting things up that way because I mean immediately after shooting Sabo, Phelps says to Bukowski, you know, this is the first time I've killed someone in a while.
Yeah.
And so he clearly was not in the swing of things murder-wise the first time round. Like he was not expecting to be, oh, I have to shoot people.
Yeah. Which is
During the
that's a good
confrontation.
mentality for a civilian or a police officer in that matter or in that way. But you know,
Unfortunately, on these mean streets in this noir version of Los Angeles, of La, there will have to be a bunch of shooting people dead because it is an action game, among other things.
it's a video game by the people that made GTA, so you know.
Yeah, it's actually honestly they've been incredibly restrained with how many car chases and shootings there are for a GTA game.
Which I do appreciate. I don't particularly enjoy the car chases in this game, mostly because of the penalty for when you crash into stuff.
I really enjoy watching them because, well, I don't have to do anything, and also the stakes and the combination of being able to observe someone else dealing with that is funny.
I don't mind crashing into stuff, like when it's my own fault. I'm just like driving around and stuff. But like when it's a like you need to go fast to catch this guy. That's
the context of it is actually pretty amazing, isn't it? The tension between we have to rapidly get to this person and destroy their car while also being safe and not destroying anyone else because we're the police. Yeah.
Also, I will say it's hilarious that the best driving that I've done so far, in terms of least damage to civilians, has been during the car chase that I'm now complaining about. So really, I don't see what the problem is.
You didn't do much damage during the illegal street race either, I think.
During the illegal street race, no. But like in that mission, I did a heaping helping.
Yes. Yeah, so this time around I think you only caused like $50 of damage.
Yeah, it was actually like it was a totally acceptable amount of damage given that we were trying to like track down this guy. I hit like a street light and then I think I bumped somebody else's car and it was fine.
Yeah, taking Shelton off the streets and getting rid of his driver's license will be good for everybody.
Yeah, that guy you know, actually I bet he probably still loses his driver's license, although I will say in this instance, he actually didn't do anything wrong. The guy was pushed in front of his car. He may have been driving too fast, though.
I reckon he was going at an unsafe speed.
That's very possible. If he was not driving at an unsafe speed, though, like, the guy was literally shoved in front of his car.
I don't think he was. I think he wandered out in front of it after being stabbed and being like, oh, I'm stabbed. I'm like a stab zombie now.
The coroner said that he was stabbed directly into the heart, which is where I'm just like,
okay. Yeah, he may well have been, like, stabbed and thrown out.
Although I will say in the cutscene it did look like he was walking, but not well. So that might be like a misleading cutscene thing of just like, hey, figure stuff out, but...
So one more thing we've got to get on camera here. What is Gaiden? Why are you calling these side videos Gaiden? What does that mean?
Gaiden means side story in Japanese.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't remember where I picked it up from originally, but I'm going to guess that it was probably Ninja Gaiden.
Yes, quite likely. I've never known what it meant.
So Ninja Gaiden is actually like the entire series is called Ninja Gaiden, so I don't know why it's called that. But there's like Resident Evil Gaiden, there's like Battle Royale Gaiden, Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
Of course.
All of the famous Gaidens. Okay.
And there was obviously a major potential Japanese influence on the west coast of America in the time we're talking about, so it's not a totally crazy word to use.
Yeah, it's perfectly sensible. So this has been La Noire Gaiden 2, the postscript to this case that fucked everything up recording-wise, but now it's fine again.
See you around for the next one, which won't fuck up anything whatsoever.
Yep, I won't do it on camera, but I will back them up before we cut this recording session short, so... Alright, we'll see you guys next time.